he's already, threatened Mexico, Canada, Panama, and Greenland, and all 4 countries are reacting favorably to Trump, and those are friends. Why is Trump doing that in the first month of his presidency? Because he's like, we're going to reset the leadership of the world and make people, even our friends, starting with our friends are going to remember that we're the most powerful country on the planet, and you don't stop jerking us around. Stop messing with us. With that message out there, the Chinese, the Iranians, the Russians and the North Koreans are all rethinking. So I think it's less likely, but not impossible, less likely that Communist China is going to invade in the next few years. But, President Trump has got a lot of things on his plate. Is he focused enough on defending Taiwan when he's got all these other issues that he's trying to resolve in the Middle East and with Russia and Ukraine, Latin America, fentanyl, economic issues at home? Is he focused enough on what he would say China, and Taiwan? I'm not convinced yet that he's focused enough, but let's get the discussion started, and that's what the Beijing betrayal is all about.
And let's see what our Defense Department will do as far as mounting a military defensive if China were to make that sort of decision.
Well, we never want to actually get in that war. The key is you've got to raise the deterrent level in Taiwan and the Pacific. Now, it's not just Taiwan. You've got to strengthen Japan. You've got to strengthen South Korea and your other allies, so you never have to get in a head-to-head war with Communist China. You've got to make the bar so high that the Communist Chinese do not want to cross it. Otherwise, the cost of men, materiel, international prestige, and blood, sweat, and treasure is just horrific. And let's pray to God we never have to go where the Beijing betrayal takes us.
Well, and I think about that phrase, mutually assured destruction. Yeah. Because, again, China and U.S. in direct combat, even the U.S. and Russia in direct combat. Yeah. That's something we certainly don't want to see. Quickly, word for church. What can Christians take away from the Beijing betrayal, and what should be our stance now as we look at world events?
Well, one of the things I think that I'd love to talk about over the next couple months as I talk about this book, and thank you for asking me, Bob, is we need to be praying for the people of China. Again, one of the greatest spiritual awakenings in all of human history is happening inside Communist China. The Communist Chinese are trying to crush the church, and Jesus isn't having it. So we've gone from 1 million followers of Jesus Christ in Communist China 40 years ago to 100 million today. But there's still 1.2 billion more Chinese to reach with the gospel. So let's be praying for the Chinese. But let's also be praying for American leaders, Taiwanese leaders, other leaders to have the wisdom how to counter the threat from Beijing. And let's pray for small countries, democratic countries, allies like Israel and Taiwan to know how to navigate these very choppy and dangerous waters when Communist China is on the move and could threaten them directly. There's a lot to pray about right now.